Hello everyone. Apologies for the late start. We was just waiting for everybody to join. Welcome to part one of our four-part webinar series. We're really pleased to have you join us today. This series is designed to be practical and easy to follow, while still delivering useful information you can apply into your day-to-day broking role.
So across the four sessions, we're going to provide a general overview of what we do, what we don't do, and key information across our four divisions, helping you better understand NBS. Today's episode 1, is focusing on our SME offering.
So I'm Jess, I'm the Business Development Manager in the North.
I'm Nadine, the Business Development Executive supporting Jess in the North.
And my name's Ali and I specialise in SME underwriting.
We do also have our Underwriting Director, Paul Bennett, here. He'll be available to answer any questions at the end.
These are the four divisions within NBS. Each are supported by specialist underwriters, allowing for more tailored support and expertise.
Our SME package is underwritten from our head office in Bingley and covers small to medium hospitality and leisure risks. The division is typically very fast-paced, with around 30% of quotes processed instantly.
Our commercial package is also written by our underwriters in our head office in Bingley, focusing on more large, complex risks, generally handled by more senior underwriters. These risks are usually turned around within 2 to 4 hours of submission.
Our property and household division is a specialist team based in Bexhill-on-Sea, and quotes are typically returned within 2 hours of submission here.
And finally, our PI package, underwritten by another specialist team based in our Hitchin office, with quotes typically turned around within 2 hours. Across our SME division, we offer a range of different products. This slide provides an overview of what is available within our SME division.
This includes food and eateries, licensed trade, hotels and guest houses, retail, sports gyms and social clubs, multi-location, hair and beauty, and petrol stations. And I will pass you on to Ali now, who will go through all of the SME products.
So starting with our food eatery scheme. Now we split these into 4 key sections: restaurants, cafes and sandwich shops, fish and chip shops / restaurants, and our takeaways. So looking first at our restaurant product. Now we cover the full spectrum of restaurants, from small independent family run risks right the way through to your high-end Michelin star and city centre venues. Now a common theme you will hear me say is that we take an open-minded approach when we're underwriting these risks. We're flexible in terms of how they operate. Now, we do understand that establishments are diversifying their offering, be it takeaway and delivery service, pop-ups, temporary setups, or even venues hosting live music and events. We are happy to consider these and adjust terms as required. And like I said, we do take a broad and flexible approach to our underwriting and assess each case on its own merit. So next up, we have our takeaway scheme. We're open to all cuisines and formats, which includes locations in city centres, shopping centres, local residential housing estates, and even rural areas. Now, we're happy to consider premises operating with deep fat frying, pizza ovens, flame grilling, as well as a range of operational features such as delivery service, be it which does include third-party delivery, indoor and outdoor seating, and even late night trading. Our broad underwriting appetite means we're comfortable considering a wide variety of business models and trading styles. So moving on to cafes and sandwich shops. Now, one of the key distinctions between cafes and restaurants is their opening hours. Whilst we appreciate there can be some variation, we would typically expect cafes to trade during the morning and early afternoon. Now, as with the rest of the food eatery scheme, we do take a broad approach again, and will consider most types of business within this space. We're comfortable with a range of cooking operations, which includes your deep fat frying, outdoor seating areas, takeaway and delivery options, again, including third party, food kiosks and food courts. Now, this also extends to your more non-traditional concepts such as activity and theme cafes, including painting and pottery cafes, cat cafes, and other experience-led venues. Now, we recognize that no two businesses operate in exactly the same way, which is why we're comfortable considering a broad range of trading styles and setups. So moving on to one of our bread and butter products, our fish and chip shops and restaurants. Now, while this is often grouped within the wider takeaway sector, this is a specialist product in its own right. Now, we've been underwriting this type of business for over 15 years, which does give us strong experience and a deep understanding of the risk profile. It represents a significant part of our portfolio and does remain one of our most competitive offerings within the market. Now, we're happy to consider everything from your small local chippy right the way through to your larger restaurants and multi-site operations. We also cover businesses offering outdoor seating, catering services, and food delivery, again, which does include third-party providers. Another one of our bread and butter products, public houses and gastropubs. Now, we have a very strong presence in the pub market with a dedicated licensed trade product. And it does make up a significant proportion of our business and gives us extensive experience and a clear understanding of the sector. Now, we can cover a wide range of pub types, including, but not limited to, traditional family-run pubs, pubs with outdoor areas and play spaces, entertainment and theme pubs, wet-led, food-led, or even a mix operations. We're also comfortable considering more modern venues, such as tap rooms and microbreweries, which does reflect how landlords are diversifying beyond the traditional pub model. We understand that pubs can vary in how they operate, so we are comfortable considering a broad range of trading styles and setups. We can also accommodate pubs with letting rooms up to 10 bedrooms. Now, where there is a risk that has more than 10 rooms, it is better suited to our hotel and guest product, which is covered in the next slide. Speaking of which, hotels and guest houses. Now, our approach here is very similar to a licensed trade. It has a focus on flexibility and a broad risk appetite. Provided the total sums insured does not exceed 20 million, this product is designed to support both independent and growing operations. We do cover a wide variety of businesses, including, but not limited to, small rural B&Bs, guest houses, larger city centre hotels, and we are also comfortable including a range of additional facilities, such as glamping and outdoor accommodation, lodges and cottages, spas, gyms, venues hosting events such as weddings and parties. Now, again, this does reflect the wider trend of hotels evolving beyond the traditional accommodation. And this product is also designed for premises with over 10 rooms, as previously mentioned. In terms of our retail scheme, now again, we do have a strong appetite for more complex and niche retail risks, particularly where underwriting requires a more tailored approach. This is where we tend to be most competitive. We write high street-based retail businesses with grocers forming the largest part of our trade. Now, we can consider other shop formats, including smaller shops within larger retail environments. And whilst we have a broad appetite across many retail types, there are those certain areas that do fall outside of our appetite and would not be considered. Now, these include vape shops, mobile phone stores, adult shops, repair-heavy businesses, chemists, and laundrettes. Now, our multi-location hospitality product is available across all the SME products that we've been through so far, and it can cover up to 20 locations on a single policy. This product was designed to provide ease and consistency across our portfolio. So moving on to sports, gyms, and social clubs. This is where our underwriting approach really does shine. We cover a broad range of community and leisure risks, from small independent gyms, small social clubs, through to your grassroots team sports and gym chains. Now, the cover extends across a full premises and operation, which does include equipment, floodlights, outbuildings, and playing fields. It's not just a buildings only cover, but protection for the whole operation. We are also comfortable with venues offering third-party hire for events such as baby showers, birthdays and christenings, alongside other activities such as live music, charity nights, and on-site facility, a bar facility. We also offer cover for up-and-coming trends, such as paddle courts. Now, this does reflect the growing popularity of new sports and leisure activities across the UK. Now, one thing to note is that we do exclude liability for any contact sports. Now, for gyms and fitness clubs, we are comfortable with a range of types, including 24-hour gyms, gyms with spa and wellness facilities, unmanned and self-service gyms, up-and-coming studios such as yoga and reformer Pilates. And again, this reflects our ongoing shift towards a more flexible, self-service and experience-led fitness models. The cover itself includes everything from your gym equipment to your changing rooms and car parks. Now, social clubs. We typically expect them to have your on-site bar, third-party hire for events, door staff, and even food service. We're also comfortable with clubs offering a range of additional features such as gaming machines and other interactive activities. The type of venue that usually fall into this category do include your working men's club, political clubs, and similar members clubs. We generally offer broad and flexible cover across the whole leisure sector. Hair and beauty. Now, we are not limited to traditional salon setups. We do cover a wide range of professional working models, which does include hairdressers and barbershops, mobile professionals, chair or even room renters. We also consider the sale of retail products as well as more advanced but non-invasive treatments such as laser. We are unable to cover, however, 100% tanning salons. However, mixed-use salons, for example, a nail salon with a tanning bed, well, this is acceptable. Last up, we have our petrol station product. This is a bespoke and specialist product, which is specifically designed for the unique needs of a petrol station. It is one of our standout offerings and an area where we are often very competitive. Now, we do have a very strong understanding of the operational risks involved and are comfortable with mixed-use petrol station sites. Now, the focus is on providing comprehensive and tailored cover, which can provide cover for the full risk, including the shop and retail element, fuel pumps and fuel contamination, additional on-site features such as car washes and other forecourt services. Again, this provides an all-in-one solution for both basic and a more complex site. However, any motor trade related activities such as MOT garages and vehicle repairs, well, these do fall outside of our appetite and would be declined. So just to touch on the common declines and submission errors. New ventures with no industry experience, companies with a liquidation, bankruptcy or IVA within the last 3 years, grade 1 listed buildings or grade A in Scotland, premises with outdoor swimming pools, use of polystyrene in the building fabric or cooking areas, 100% mobile caterers. However, these may be a decline on SME, but we may be able to consider them on our commercial combined. So it's always worth giving us a call if you're unsure. Airbnb style properties, again, a decline on SME. However, we may be able to consider these under our business home or our holiday home products. So it's always worth giving us a call if you are unsure.
That's great. Thanks, Ali. So why NBS? We're offering a quick turnaround on quotations. We've got a wide range of products, so over 40 available products to yourselves. And we've got a responsive service, live chat, telephones, portal notes.
We offer a high level of service, a consistent and reliable service approach. Each broker has a dedicated business development contact offering personal broker support, and we have expert underwriters that are experts in their field. So this is to show you a full product overview of everything we do here at NBS.
And that brings us to the end of the session today. Thank you so much for your time.
If anyone has any questions, we've got Paul here, our underwriting director, to answer any of those.
So there's a question there about non-standard construction, a lot of timber. We can't do 100% timber. That is outside our appetite. We will consider it, but we'll come back to what's inside, what processes are going on, is the deep fat frying, what fire protections have they got, will be questions that will be asked. So potentially, and again, the exposure will be considered in terms of what size of building are we talking about, how far away is the fire brigade. So there are things that we can consider. Sorry, so Josh has asked a question about sports clubs and soft play for kids. I think it depends what it is and what we're talking about. If it's a pure play gym, the answer's no, we won't do those. I'm afraid I've got a very bad history with them. If we're talking about an area within a sports club or within a pub for that matter, then yes, we can do them. We'll just ask about obviously what checks are in place, what controls are in place during the day while the kids are there. But yes, we can do them in that scenario. Potentially as well, John, sorry, it's just a lead-on question from with regards to the soft play. Yeah, same thing. Again, it's likely just to be a very small area rather than, like say, a play gym that can be quite large with lots of slides, lots of ball pools, etc. So yeah, it just depends what it is, but yes, we can consider it. Sorry, so Lisa's question is about deliveries by e-bikes. Yes, we can. Again, it obviously does increase the risk, but we can review them and have a look at them. As you can tell probably by my face, I'm not 100% keen, but we will consider it. If they've been doing it for a while with no issues, then why do we think there's suddenly going to be an issue right now? But it's very early days with things like that. Obviously a lot of discussion about whether they need to come under the Road Traffic Act going on at the minute as well. So yeah, it's not ideal, but it's not a straight no either.
I don't think there's any more questions, so that's great. If there is any other follow-up questions, feel free to reach out to myself or Nadine. But thank you again so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.